Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. On the anniversary of her final appearance on The Young and the Restless, revisit Jean Cooper's poignant last scene as Catherine Chancellor. Only 5 days after she said goodnight on screen, she said goodbye for real. No one could have known when Jean Cooper finished taping on March 26, 2013, that she would never again light up the Young and Restless soundstage as Catherine Chancellor, the big-hearted moneybag she'd played since 1973. But her final scene with longtime on-screen foil Jess Walton as arch-frenemy Jill Abbott made it seem like someone on the writing team was prescient. As you'll see in the clip below, at first, they're just talking business. Sparring over business, really. So business as usual. But then Catherine rises from her seat to go to bed, her estimable portrayer seeming to struggle to get up the first step, which, of course, she did, with a gesture that said, "I don't need an assist. Thank you very much." Jill, her eyes filled with rarely seen concern and affection, stopped Catherine before she began her ascent to the bedroom. "Do you want me to help you up the stairs?" asked Jill, Walton's face radiating the love that she felt for her co-star. "I believe I can manage," replied Catherine. "Thank you, though. Good night," she added before fighting her way up that damn staircase. And that was the last time that we saw Cooper in action as Catherine. Weakened, maybe, but determined as ever. Present as ever. Compelling as ever. The scene aired on May 3, 2013, just 5 days before Cooper passed away at the age of 84. Every step Jean played on that stairway was just pure genius, Walton told Michael Fairman TV in 2013. "I am so grateful that happened. It wasn't planned. It all came together so well. She played it for all it's worth." The Grande Dame of Genoa City. On May 3rd, fans of The Young and the Restless pause in solemn remembrance. It marks the anniversary of the final scene featuring Jean Cooper as Catherine Chancellor, the iron-willed matriarch whose presence shaped the very heartbeat of the series for nearly 4 decades. Her last scene aired in 2013, but its emotional resonance remains indelible, especially as it now exists as both a character farewell and a tribute to a legend. Catherine Chancellor wasn't just a character. She was an institution. Played with unflinching grit and elegance by Jean Cooper, Catherine transcended archetypes. She was not merely a mother, socialite, or business magnate. She was the conscience of Genoa City. And in her final scene, we witnessed not just the exit of a woman, but the soft extinguishing of a legacy carried in each line Cooper ever spoke. Chapter 2. The Scene That Lingered. Jean Cooper's final scene took place in the Chancellor Mansion, and like so many of Catherine's defining moments, it was steeped in intimate grandeur. The setting was quiet, unrushed, as if the show itself understood the weight of history it was capturing. Catherine sat with Jill, her lifelong nemesis-turned-confidant. The two women, once defined by battles over men, money, and maternal wounds, had found in each other something richer than resolution. Mutual respect. Cooper's Catherine spoke to Jill with clarity and surprising tenderness, reflecting on life, choices, and the infinite tug-of-war that had made their relationship unforgettable. Her final words were not grand pronouncements or dramatic ultimatums. Instead, they were measured and hauntingly wise, laced with the kind of perspective only earned after living, losing, and loving deeply. Cooper, whose health was already declining off-screen, delivered every word with quiet strength, as though her spirit understood this was goodbye. Chapter 3. An Actress and a Legacy. Jean Cooper's portrayal of Catherine Chancellor began in 1973. Over the decades, she steered the character through alcoholism, plastic surgery, famously incorporating her real-life facelift into the storyline, heartache, and hard-won triumph. In doing so, she helped redefine what female characters on daytime television could be: complex, flawed, regal, and utterly human. Cooper brought ferocity to Catherine's battles with Jill, emotional nuance to her role as a mother and mentor, and piercing vulnerability to moments of grief and fear. It was this rich tapestry of contradictions that made both the character and actress iconic. In 2008, Jean Cooper won the Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress, a recognition long overdue. Her acceptance speech, like her acting, was humble and fearless. "Thank you for letting me in," she told the fans. Chapter 4. The Scene Revisited. To rewatch Jean Cooper's final scene today is to feel time pause. Catherine, dressed in quiet elegance, sits in her home like a queen offering benediction. She speaks of journeys, of legacy, of letting go. Jill pushes back with her usual spark, but there's no malice left, only history. There is no foreboding, no musical cue that screams final moment. That's what makes it devastating in retrospect. The show allowed Catherine to simply be, for one final time. No dramatic death. No fade to black. Just presence. Just Catherine. It's in the subtle smile, the sparkle in her eye, the slight tremble in her voice. It's in Jill's response, unsure and emotional, sensing something larger at play. It's in the air between them, thick with memory. That moment is now a touchstone. Not just for Y&R fans, but for anyone who has loved a show long enough to see it become part of their emotional DNA.